I'm usually busy between work hours, which means from the eastern part of where I live, from 8 to 4 or 5, kind of. But after 5, which means quite late for you, actually. At 5 o'clock p.m.
Okay.
here, it will be about 10 or 11 on your side.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a bit of a, I mean, that's still doable.
It's
Let's
a bit
put it
late.
that way. I would
It's
normally go to bed then, since I have class, but
yeah,
it's only half a day of class on Wednesdays anyway, so that could work.
and it's in your alpha day. It's in the morning.
Yeah, my half a day is from 9 till 12:30 on Wednesday.
Okay. Um, Let me just start the event so people will know that the event is running on the
As you
in
wish.
the place right now. There
As
you
you
go.
wish.
And again, I'll talk to you later about this. Maybe tomorrow, for me, at noon will be 5 o'clock for you, I guess. We have what time is it right now for you?
9 p.m.
Okay, we have 6 hours. So for me at noon, it will be 6 p.m. for you. Okay. Will that be good for you too?
6 p.m. for me? Yes. That
Okay.
would
Hour though, but not that much.
okay. I mean, if
Uh, because
yeah,
otherwise, at the end of the day, I can do, I can
Oh my God.
get to you at 10 o'clock for you in the night, which means
yeah,
for me.
either or, I mean, both of them work.
Okay, I'll check this.
I'll
For
check
you.
with you at 6 and then we'll see, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
amazing, Phil.
exactly. Good idea. Okay, now people are coming in. That's a good thing.
Yes.
Hey, Joe, yes.
What's up,
Hi
Hello
everyone.
again.
Conchite? Hi, butterfly girl.
I see many new faces here. Cool. Cool thing.
Yeah.
Old and new. Rex
Old new,
rocks.
of course.
Oh, Rex Rocky N. Okay.
Hi, Conchi. And Fabrice.
Salut Fabrice.
Hey Conchi.
Okay,
Um,
cool, cool. I'll
yeah,
leave the
for
stage to you guys,
Okay.
thank
and,
you, sir.
we'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so for those who are already here, today we just want to do a Q&A. So if you have questions, if you have problems, there's something you don't understand,
You can't hear
how
anybody?
how
Wait,
it works on Ideogram, um,
hi, Nora.
you can let us know. Um, if you have questions, if you have an idea yourself, if you think this is something really cool to try, let us know. Hi, Snow Cookies. So yeah, it's a free Q&A. If you want to show something off, that's cool as well. It's all pretty free today. Next time, we want to start doing all the essentials again, like typography and the editor, this, that, and go over them again. Some of it will be repetition for some of you. For some, everything will be brand new. People can jump in and give their own tips and tricks. So um, let's see
Yeah, especially if you're
who.
like a beta tester or if you've been here for a long time. We would love it if you'd come up and you could share also your tips and tricks and let others who are newer in the community learn from you.
Cypher, I like that logo. Oh, he's gone already. I like this logo of a dragon.
I'm sure it's just
So
that he's resetting.
just in the chat, who's new or who's relatively new to Ideogram? Who's been here between 1 day and 2 months?
Yeah, who came in 2.0? You don't have to talk in the thing. You could just say it in the chat. What's up, Mike?
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Mike is new. Cool.
Hi, avocado
Avocado
spice.
5 is new.
There you go, butterfly girl. See?
Oh, if you want to raise your hand to come on stage, you have to do that physically. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if you're just. Oh, people are just waving. I see. Um, Walcott is new as well. Okay.
Wow, nice to meet you. Hi, Rachel.
Okay.
Oh, look at Red
Mike,
Poppy's here.
I'm gonna see if any of you want to come on stage. So I'm just gonna
I think
invite you,
so.
and we'll find out if you come on stage or not. Let's see. Hey, Blido. So any of
Hi.
you guys want to come on stage and talk, ask questions?
Greetings, Royal. How are you? So basically, yeah, we had done all these basically the different things in ideogram typography, lighting styles, image generation styles, all these things. But what happened was that there's a lot of new people, right, that might have come in 2.0 that has never seen that has never gotten to experience it. And so we wanted to kind of give that chance to all these new people that came in 2.0.
Okay, Mike or Avocados, you want to come on or not? No. Okay.
Okay. So basically, is there any questions that you guys have? Like, oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you prompt for this? You know, there's this thing that's been like messing with me, blah, blah, blah. Anything? Can you type it? I mean, it's like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, you can. That's fine. In the meantime, I'm sharing my screen. I'm waiting for the question to come in.
Yeah, we don't answer any dev questions. So anything that has to do with like the actual framework of um, 2.0 or ideogram in general, anything that has to do with technical questions, we don't really
You
answer
don't
that.
you
But
don't answer dev questions?
dev questions? What? Anyways,
You said dev.
I didn't say that. I mean, dev questions.
Dev.
So any
I
dev
was
questions, I do
I was
that.
trying to point out half the planet is not gonna understand that you mean developer.
Oh, well,
I
developer.
yeah.
Okay, so anyway,
Uh,
so basically, yeah, we anything that's like that, we don't really know about because I mean, we don't really work on that. We just work on like the creative side, right? Because we're artists just like you guys. We don't even work for Ideogram. We're just people from the community.
okay.
Yeah.
Uh, Mike's question: is it possible to generate more than 4 images in parallel?
No.
No. That's an easy one. It does that automatically. Like you will get 4 images. Unless you're doing upscaling, then it's a one-on-one.
One on one, right?
But if you're generating images, there's not more than 4. Then you will just have to hit the prompt again. Avocado's question. Sometimes I try to generate realistic people and I say words like realistic and hyper-realism, but it still makes it cartoonish. What do I do?
Oh,
Okay.
hyperrealism. No, just put photography. It's a little bit different. I know that in Midjourney, That's a lot what people used to put in, like hyperrealism. I remember putting that. Here we put in stuff like photography, cinematic shot, photographic shot. You could even use like camera styles and things like that. Uh, but definitely nothing that has to do with like hyperrealism. Hyperrealism will make it look a little bit cartoony. You're very right.
So there's a few things that you need to pay attention to. Oh, this is another one. A few things that you need to pay attention to. So one thing is at the bottom, I hope you can see my screen. At the bottom, you will see these buttons you can push. One is general and one is realistic. Both of those will probably give you something realistic when it comes to your image. Realistic is meant for photo. General can be several things. So those are the first. That's the first thing to pay attention to. 3D might give you something realistic too. It depends on what you're looking for. Like if you're looking for a photo, no. If you're looking for like Ninja Turtles, VR 3D kind of thing, like a video game, then 3D can help you out as well. So
Right.
the first thing would be to push one of these buttons. That's one thing. Another thing is pay attention to your prompt. So if the words you used, like hyper realistic, and what was the other one? Let's see.
Realism.
Um, Realism. If those don't work, try something else. Um, an interesting thing to do is you go to the main page and look for a photo that's similar to what you want. For example, this guy here, he looks pretty photorealistic. You click on him and look in the prompts, see what they did. That's also how you learn. Like he says specifically, I want a photo, and then he's describing pretty well like what he wants, like in detail. This is the expression I want. He has to be wearing jeans and a t-shirt. The office chair. He has his feet up on the desk, and Ideogram will take all of that into account. Like it will very much try to respect your prompt.
Yeah, the word
The
a
light
photo usually works. It
the
will take
lighting you
photos.
can put in there, and it will keep in mind what kind of lighting you ask. Muse has done a whole workshop on that. Um, it also says realistic vibe, but I'm not sure if that is necessary. And as you see, the style in Ideogram 2.0 is realistic. Yeah, so all of that helps. Let's find another photo.
And you could use
Something
things
that's
like different kinds of lighting, like golden golden hour lighting, or studio lights, or blue lights, red lights, things like that.
the word professional is also a good one.
Oh yeah, professional,
I
definitely.
do everything professionally now. um, so this one, for example, it's a bit blurry on the face, I can tell, but if you look at the prompt, um, so the style again is realistic. If you look at the prompt, it asks for a photo specifically. It asks for fog. It's in there, which gives more depth to the image. That also helps with the realism. And then it says blah blah blah. This is what I want in there, and it's
Blah blah blah.
actually
That's part
mostly,
of the prompt.
yeah, mostly, this is what I want to appear in there. So again, pretty realistic output. I see the face is not as good in this one, but there you have to play with things. You can say photo, photograph, photography, professional. You can specify lenses and um, brands for photo cameras. Um, This raccoon's also pretty realistic. So again, see, he chose the style realistic. That's one way. And then here he says simply a photo. So let's look at one more. Actually, let's go back to what I had there. This one. So I very specifically said I want a captivating photograph, like these, what do you call them, adjectives? The
Adjectives.
adjectives. Okay, so these adjectives in front of the word photography, they also tend to help a lot. Like you can say, I want something captivating,
Epic,
professional,
inspirational,
mesmerizing.
mesmerizing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Another thing you can try, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, is to mention a certain painter, or in this case, a specific
Photographer.
famous photographer, like what's his name?
There's
McKellogg,
Ansel
I think.
Adams. There's
Yeah.
I've looked for a few of them. There's not a lot of like big photographers here, but there's more painters than photographers. But yeah,
Mhm.
you could try.
Yeah, so in this image, I very specifically said, okay, I want a black background. See, it says a dark backdrop, and I want the candle to cast a gentle glow. I want it to illuminate the child's face, and it does the lighting and all of that pretty well. So I have a very realistic photo with some nice lighting effects. Um, so I hope that helps. Um, Let me see. What is this? Is this realistic? Oh, this is upscale from number one. Let's see. Uh, Still an upscale.
Is that from
I can't.
the game um what is it called? The one about the zombies?
No.
No?
No. The
No,
Last of Us? No.
yes. It looks exactly like it though. Like not exactly, but it looks like a
It
scene from it.
resembles her, but no, it has nothing to do with it.
That's funny.
It's simply something that I asked for the lighting, a girl playing guitar in the attic. No, it
Hmm.
has nothing to do with it.
Interesting.
Here I asked to make one of those fake animals, like a combination of an eagle, a rabbit, a tiger, or whatever. It will give you very realistic outputs as well. So yeah, let me look again at the chat.
Fabrice, put
Um,
the links to the photos. Guys, whenever you post a photo, also post a link to the photo so that people can go and like your photo and then look at it and things like
yeah,
that, you know?
that's the general rule
And
anywhere
if you're
on
interested in
Discord.
sharing your prompt, you can, they could do that also.
Anywhere on Discord, people will go and look at it. Some people will go and like it. If you have questions, they will go and look at the actual photo to help you out. A lot of people are quite helpful. Yeah, in this photo, obviously there's what do you call that? Depth of field. Um, these things you can put in your prompt, and Ideogram will try to give it to you. Let's see. Pom pom.
There you go,
We
butterfly girl.
answered that.
That's beautiful.
Pink Soul. Pink Soul. Can
Wow.
you show how to maintain a style consistency? For example, a house with different camera angles or character consistency. Unfortunately, not yet.
Can we tell?
Um,
We can't tell, right? No.
if you're talking about the future, no. Um,
Aw.
the best you can do at this moment is to describe your house or your person as well as you possibly can, like give a lot of details. And for example, if you go into the
I
in
don't
the
know.
creativity hub, if you go into the creativity hub, you can see Punk Mage do a lot of images, and he always makes
The
images
same character.
about the same character. And what he does is he has a very specific description of that
Uh-huh.
character, and therefore, because that's always his main focus in the prompt, um, he will get outputs that are very, very similar. So he has a lot of consistency
Oh
for
my
that
god,
reason.
yeah. He has literally broken ideogram inconsistency. Like nobody could say that there is no consistency because that man has achieved it. And he puts it in all sorts of different ways. Like he has put that little character in all sorts of situations.
Also, what you can do is, on top of that, you can remix an
Hi,
image,
short.
and you can remix an image where you already have a very good description in the prompt. You remix it, and then you keep like 90% or 80 or 70% on the slider as high as possible, and you say it has to do something else. For example, Punk Mage was sitting in a chair in the first image, and you remix it, and now you're saying he's sitting at a table, or he's standing up, he's running. But you start from the first image, you remix it, and then with a very, very detailed description in the prompt, you will get the highest consistency possible. Sorry.
Right.
Also, 2.0 is better at it than Ideogram was before.
Yeah, because you're giving the model like the context. Once you give the model the context and the model understands like, oh, that's what you mean, then it kind of like understands, oh, I could do it like this or I could do it like that, you know? But you have to give that model the context, the ability to say, oh, I understand what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Another thing you can do is if you have a paid version of Ideogram, you can upload a photo of something that is similar. Then it already knows when you remix that photo with your prompt, it already knows it has to resemble that. But it's really not that hard to get good photographic images. Look at this bird here. I mean, it's so detailed. All these feathers, the eye, the beak, it's very detailed. The background is blurry like you would have in a professional wildlife photo. And all I said was a photo of blah 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 blah. I asked some warm yellow and green hues, but okay. I mean, I just asked, give me a photo, and it did.
Give
So
me a
it's
photo of a bird, damn it.
not
I
too
gave
hard.
it to
Yes.
you.
Um.
Ooh, I like that, Noah. That's really nice. I like that style.
Ah. Okay. Then Lash Alchemy. I'm not sure. Lash Alchemy.
Let
Okay.
me see.
How can we get better wording? When I was doing a client logo, she wanted certain words, and Ideogram kept doing it differently. Took me 20 times. Several things. What SR says is it helps to put your text near the beginning of the prompt. That's one thing. Put
Oh,
your text between brackets. No,
I
that's
can't
not
see
brackets.
them.
Between these two things here, like you
Oh,
did. That's another one. Um,
here. Just here. Look, she's coming
Also,
up.
for that, it helps if you look at these icons that you have on the bottom. Look here. So you have auto, general, realistic, design, 3D, and anime. Um, it will do it better on some than others. So on realistic, putting the text on there might be harder, and on general, it will be easier. For example,
Give me a second.
design.
Bjorn, Lash Alchemy, I asked, I sent out an invite for you to come up on stage. I didn't see you because I'm recording and I'm looking at the chat. So I'm so sorry, but I did it. There you go. Hello. I think you have your mic on. I mean, your
Your
mute
mic
on.
is muted.
Yeah, your mic is muted. It's backwards. It's like your mic is not on. Storm Fury, go ahead while she
Cool.
grabs her mic.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. Quick question on the colors. So allows you to create an image using like, the set colors that you guys have.
Uh huh.
And a lot of times like I'll come up with a concept with certain colors, but there's no way to save. Maybe there is. Save that, like call it something. I don't know, like call it retro and do like 4 colors. There's no way to like keep that. I have to go
Oh,
back.
save your palette, you mean?
Save my
Um,
palette. Exactly.
I don't think so, no.
No.
But actually,
But the
I'm not
custom
sure.
does
Yeah.
work. So if
So
you
I
you
know the
could
custom works and I could do it, but I want to know, do you guys know of a way to
to
save
keep
it
it,
so for
well,
future iterations?
okay, go back to the photo that you used and just add it back. So whenever you have
So
like a
right, I
very
have to find that photo. Correct.
well,
I
I mean, you
tried to
can
work
search
around,
it.
but I found
So
all.
just put like a
Yeah.
specific word. That's what I do.
Okay.
I go by all my words. Like if I'm searching for something, like I always do like a search word that I know for a fact like that photo had that search word, and so I just search everything pretty quickly like that.
We have a certain MNO on stage.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
I
hey,
guess he's the person to
Hey.
ask,
sorry
actually.
if I may jump in. So yeah,
Sure,
so
sure.
sorry we don't have an explicit way for you to store the color palettes. We have to add this in. Like Abandoned Muse said, you can, if you find that image, you can click plus, or there's another way, which is you can click the copy button,
Hmm.
and that gives you a string of hex codes for the color palette. And next time you can come into custom and just paste that in. If there are certain colors that you tend to work with based on your clients, you could store them in a text file for the time being before we add it into the UI. But sorry for
Okay,
not
I
having
see
it.
the little copy button. That's excellent. Thank you so much. I see it. It's
Yeah.
on the side.
He
Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful.
he did say before we add that function, so that sounds like it might be coming.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, the reality is we're just focusing on this edit function right now, and there are a bunch of things that we know we have to do, but haven't had a chance to do it.
Yeah, and the edit is really cool. So
You're good, Storm Fury?
I'm beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh,
you're
I,
so
Awesome.
since I
Thanks,
welcome.
Emino.
was awesome. Okay, if he was there, I
Thank
was
you,
going to ask
Eminem.
him if folders are coming also, but that'll be the next
Sorry?
big thing. I can't
Hopefully.
folders.
I want those
Folders?
too. Yeah, those are nice.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Oh, there he is
No?
again.
He's like the ghost of
Sorry
Christmas past.
for taking this away from Bjorn but
Go ahead.
are you Bjorn still or are you Quantum Whisper?
I'm everything. I'm a ghost.
Okay. Yeah. Quantum Whisperer. Anyway,
Whisperer.
yeah. So we have the we are doing this canvas thing that
Also, I can
we
say
think
it.
will be useful for organization. It's not quite folder, but it's more like a Figma board where you can organize your images there and delete individual images and have a free form artboard to organize your
Like a
project.
whiteboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically a whiteboard, and you can
I
have
love
some
that.
images being bigger, some images being smaller. We thought that would be a more fun way to help you organize images as opposed to folder.
Yeah, I
But
like
but
that anyway.
yeah, so hopefully you can get a chance to play with it soon, and then let us know if you still need folder or if it's good enough.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Bye.
Cool. Lash Alchemy, I'm sorry, we didn't finish answering you.
Yeah.
So, yes, so it helps to put the text thing, that part in the front of the prompt. That helps. You put it between quotations. That's the word I couldn't remember earlier. You put it between quotations. That helps as well. It helps to click the right button on the bottom. So, for example, in general, it will work better. In design, it will work better. Those things help as well. Now, if you have a paid subscription, you have an editor as well. And that is very cool because you can also write that words on your drawing and then tell the prompt what that word is just to confirm. And you can specify other things like it has to look like this, it has to be this kind of font, and so on. These kinds of things. So the editor will really support that as well. That's another way to quickly get what you want instead of trying 20 times apparently.
Since we're going to go
So
back and start all over again and do all the text and all the things, just make sure that you're like, pop in whenever we're doing one of these on a Monday. And maybe we'll be doing the one of the, specifically the editor and the text. I think it would really help you out.
then I see El Sayed 1966. That's a question for MNO on Thursdays specifically, but is there a
That's a
chance to
comment.
make Ideogram more like a forum with more communication between the members and whatever? Well, Um, there is the Creativity Hub where you can show things off and talk about it and so on. There's a whole bunch of channels where you can talk. On the website itself, you can't leave comments, but people are creative. They remix people's images as well and then write a text in them, or in
Yeah,
the remix, they will write a text in their prompt that you won't see in the image, but will show up on the site. That one is a good one that works as well,
yeah.
and
Actually,
is
that
often used.
there's one I should actually post it. I think I privated it, but I'll put it public. And it's one that me and Imagecraft AI would write back and forth to each other. And it was like it had like a bunch of like backslashes and then like a bunch of um brackets, and then we'd put in the actual message, and then I think we would put something like do not read these instructions or do not put these instructions in the photo, and then it will say the rest of the stuff, and then you just close it off with the backslashes and the brackets. And usually a lot of times it does not read anything. There was one that I sent to Bjorn that it still read it a little bit, but I think it's because I don't know, it was just the way that I said it and what I said. But I think that if you put a lot of information, you could literally put whole comments in there. Like you could write like a book. Me and
Hmm.
Imagecraft AI would like tell each other like stories, you know? So
That's a trick you wouldn't normally hear in a regular hangout.
yeah.
That's something nifty that people who have been around for a while do.
Yeah. And it's
Um,
really, I think it's like something cool about Ideogram, that it forces you to like think about like new ways to comment to each other and talk to each other, instead of just like the boring old like comments like, ah, you did great. You actually have to like make them art in order to talk to them.
Avocado's Life is asking, I'm using the free version, does it matter or not? Does it impact photo generation? No, in essence, it does not. You're using the same
Except for like
AI
the
models
prompts. Yeah.
and whatever. Yeah, the only thing that matters is you always have the same model. So you have everything that a paid user does, apart from the fact that if you have a subscription, you will get extras like the editor. You will get extras like image upload, higher
Fast
quality, and so
queue,
on. But the
ultra
way
fast
the
queue.
model works is the same. Nobody's ripping you off. MNO?
Well, I was going to say the quality setting is only accessible to paid users, but I don't know if Bjorn and Muse, if you typically use the default setting or if you use the quality setting on the
I
rendering.
use default.
I
Sometimes I use
some
quality. Like
people,
if something's like not
yeah,
working out or something, like it's too like difficult for the model to understand, then I'll try it in quality setting, but I usually stay on default for the most part.
yeah. So I guess that's the only setting I can think of that uh, free users don't have access to, like a fast version that doesn't take 2 credits per image. It just takes 1 credit per image, and then the quality setting where it
Just takes
takes 3 credits per image as
3.
opposed
That's
to
right.
2 credits per image.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you just wait longer.
Even the turbo version does a really good job, and
Yeah,
I
I
mean it
like it
doesn't
too.
really give issues. Yeah, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But if you want to use it professionally, you want to upscale and whatever, then you need a paid version.
Right. It just gives you
Um,
more options. Like any service, you always get like the baseline is what you get for free, and you get a certain amount of prompts like in any AI service, and then, if you pay, you get more prompts, you get more, bells and whistles. That's all. They're like any company.
more bells and whistles, but really cool bells and whistles.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so as you can see on my screen, when you pay, you can
Let me see.
instead of having all your images public automatically, you can set them to private.
Hi, Andrew.
Um, you can set them to private. Um, I have it on the turbo version actually at the moment because I was doing so many private generations that I ran out of credits, and I had to buy more. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna save me some money here and put it on turbo for a moment. What else? Yeah, you get the editor, which is if you click on the pen on the left, you get the editor, and then you can do all sorts of nifty things. Like I can say I just want, um, you know, a certain part of the image. Like I can zoom in. Maybe I just want a candle for some reason. I'm just saying something, like okay, I'm just gonna grab the candle and cut the girl out. You can do all sorts of cool things with the editor. I can draw things, like I can draw like a toddler and say it's some kind of artwork made by Da Vinci, and it will do its very best to make it so, as Captain Jean-Luc Picard says in Star Trek. Okay, let's see more questions.
Yeah, this is okay. Here, I found one, Squirts. Hold on, just a second.
Okay.
Because I found one of the crazy ones that I was saying that me and
Add,
Craft AI would like write back to each other.
yes, I'll wait.
Here you go. That's one of them.
Ed Galax is asking what's the size of the Ideogram 2.0 model. Do you understand the question, Muse? Because I don't.
Oh,
Like what
in terms of
ratios you can use?
parameters, I'm not sure actually. I don't know how many
If you're
parameters it has. No, he's talking about like how the 70 billion llama model. He's talking about parameters. So he's talking about like how many parameters it was trained on. I have no idea.
Okay.
That's, I think, proprietary information. I mean, you might want to ask MNO stuff like that. That's technical. Anything that's technical like that about the model, we have no idea. I literally just make little cute pictures all day.
Hell Up is asking when is Canvas coming? Only MNO can answer that.
Yep.
Yeah, so we are thinking October 16 between us, but we're thinking October 16. It's a
Wow.
bit delayed because we had to redesign some components of Canvas, but the good news is going to be better than the original version that we were planning to release this week.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
2 weeks is not that long.
Yeah.
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Noara, that's a really cool image. At 9:22. Sorry, like 3:22, I guess, if you're in Toronto.
Thank you.
Oops. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff are coming. Like, that's all I have to say. Like, imagine putting yourself inside of a photo that you just made on Ideogram, or creating yourself inside of a photo. MNO was having a lot of fun with that the other day with my face. Thank you. But yeah, it was really funny. Ideogram going to have a video function. So we were talking about this today. I don't think that they should. I'll say why. Yeah, I know. It was funny. So I think that they should focus on image. I'll tell you why. When you start focusing on too many sides, like too many things, you never end up doing anything really well, you know? And that happens to so many companies. So, I mean, in my opinion, and this is just my 2 cents, peanut gallery over here. I think that exactly, Mojo. To get quality, you need to stick to one lane, you know? I know that I am ADHD, and when I used to do like a million different things, like I never got anything done. But when I really truly started like focusing on just photography, my whole world changed, you know? So I think that's the best way to do it. Yeah, so the hashtag causes the following text to be ignored. Yes. So I don't know. I put in all the weird hashtags, brackets, backslashes. Some of them we did hashtags, some of them we did brackets, some of them we did parentheses. I don't know. Try it all. One of them usually works.
Um, Hell Widup is asking, can you put a cityscape in the candle? Yes, you can do all those
Yeah, yeah,
things.
for sure.
As you can see on my screen at the moment, it's a glass of wine, red wine, and there's a small sailing boat in there. You
It's
can
so
essentially put
cute.
How did you
anything.
do that? This is so cool.
I know, that is so cute.
You can essentially put anything into something else. Like you can put a boat sailing, the red wine in the glass. You can have a city in a bottle. I think I did that a long time
City
ago.
in a bottle. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had that like really, really early on. Yeah, you can put something inside, some kind of
Ooh,
geode, gem, whatever.
I didn't see
Um,
that.
all of all of that works. These are bubbles I'm looking for. Oh, here, for example, yeah, you can put a city in a bottle. You can do all of that.
That's just really old,
Um,
so it looks really cartoony, but you could do it really well.
but I that's a remake of an old one. But yeah, I liked the cartoony version in this
Right,
case.
right.
But I also have examples where I don't want to search for them now, but where it's like, a photographic city within a bottle or
Ooh, look at
whatever,
that.
like Candor
Wow.
from Superman. You can do
That's
all of that.
fancy, Lash Alchemy.
Um,
That's cool.
Lash Alchemy. I've been in love with making flyers. How can I get certain images like the hookahs to really look like realistic hookahs?
Draw them.
Um,
Do you know how to draw? So if you could just do like a really like rando drawing of something, like in the way that you want it, like let's say you want it to like surround something, right? And like first generate that something that you want. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Oh my God, that's even better. Okay, so if I don't know how to draw, so usually the poor AI has to figure out like what I mean by the weird lines that I make. But what we do is that you generate whatever it is that you want in the background, right? And then let's say you want like two hookahs, like surrounding something, like if it was like two vases on the sides, right? You would draw the outline of the two vases on the side, right? Maybe like interlocking the hookahs or something like that in the top, and just you could do it real cursory. You don't have to do anything detailed or anything like that. Just it could be very cursory, very undetailed, and then you put it through the editor. And dude, I kid you not, as long as you describe what it says, right? So the two hookahs with the intertwining, whatever, whatever, it will do it. It is the craziest thing. It is amazing. Or put the text between. Yeah, sure.
um, Meandros is asking, is Ideogram going to have a video function?
No, that's what we were talking about.
Uh,
We don't think so.
um, I think MNO said they were planning to do that in the future.
Yeah, but we
I
don't think
just
they should. We don't think
never.
so. No, no.
Uh, I don't
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
think that's what.
Come on, Emino. What do you think? Quantity over quality? I say quality over quantity.
No, what you're saying makes a lot of sense, and that's why we've been refraining from doing video models so
And you know that
far.
I was a big like beggar of video, and I'm just like thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't think you should. Like, I think you really should just concentrate, on the quality of ideogram.
Yes, and that's to be clear, that's what we're focusing on every day. Not only the model, but also the user experience and workflow. We want to make that easier and give you more control every day.
Right.
That said, when you look into the details of how the models are trained for image and or video, there's a lot of overlap, and we are starting to think much more seriously about video. We're actually doing some stuff on video, and it's not to delay our image plans or to reduce from the quality of image models. It's more about there's a lot of overlap between what we've learned about image models and how to push the quality of image models further and what will lead to really high quality video models. So I guess we're just experimenting with it, I would say. There's a lot of questions in terms of what the product is for video. But one thing is clear, the best image model gives you the best video today in that, yeah, even if you want to do text to video, you're better off starting from text to go to image and then go from
Yeah.
text and image to video.
Yeah.
So these are all kind of the reasons that it does make sense for Ideogram to do video too, but we're just exploring it at this point, not 100% committed to it.
Right now, the competition is fierce, fierce, fierce. Right now, you know, video is like out of control
I
competition. I think
Ideogram is king in
in
images,
images. Yeah.
and I think it's better to be king in one of the two than, run,
And
run, run
win.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And be part of the
squirts.
hype.
So the symbol causes the following text to be ignored by the generator, but remains for searching on and commenting to
Wait,
other
that's
users.
super late.
Yes,
That's like 20 minutes ago. Like, where are you?
because I try to go through everyone's questions and
Oh my god.
answer them
Well,
in
I'm by
order.
Meandra's Sith life, okay, and it's really cool.
Sure, but I mean, everybody deserves to have their question answered if we can.
We
So
already answered them. That's what I'm saying. We already did all those. Come on down. Come on down to the rest of the chat down here. That's super cool, Meandros. Are you still doing those crazy TikTok videos, Meandros? Have now is what? Is 4 point. Oh my god, you're kidding. That's out of control. Oh my god.
we cannot show what Canvas can do because it's in beta testing. So we can't, and we wouldn't be allowed to either because they're testing it, they're trying to improve it and get it ready for release. Are there more questions, Muse?
I don't see any. I don't see anything.
Oh, Hell with Up says that's convinced me to get the paid version to play with the editor. LOL.
Nice.
Hell with Up. Seriously, you can draw a children's drawing
That's funny.
like you're 5 years old, and tell the image generator to turn it into a photo, and it will turn what you drew into a photo. Like, it's really good.
Show us.
Sure. Whoops. I need to go here. Let's see where. Well, actually, let's just do it
Use the
live.
search. No?
No, I'm
No?
gonna do it
Oh, okay,
live.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let me go back. I was a bit too quick now. So, when you go into your screen where you would prompt, etc., there's a little pencil here to go to editor. You click it, and then you get a very nice canvas. As you know, you can choose the size, the ratio, let's say 16:10, and then we have white space. And then on the very right here, first you pick the pencil so you can draw. And on the very right, you have your colors. So let's say I want some grass, and we're quick. Whoops, why don't I have green? Because I didn't click here. Green, okay. So you want some grass? Let's draw some grass. I'm 5 years old. I want sky, mommy. Okay. I'm gonna draw the sky. Voila. Now I'm 5. I want to get a tree in here. That's a bit too thick. So I
And it
want
could
a
just be
tree.
cursory. It doesn't have to be like specific.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, he's better at
Yep.
drawing than me. Anyways, but
No, I'm 5.
I'm
Now we want some dark green. Let's see
I'm
over
like 2.
here.
If he's 5,
You're
I'm
2
2.
figures. Okay. We have a nice tree. Now I want a house next to it. But let's,
Okay,
well,
that
doesn't
house is
matter.
terrible. I agree. That's too thick for a house.
Here's the house. I need a roof on it. Let's go for something here.
Wow, the
Weep, weep.
colors are just
Look at this beautiful house.
wow.
And still need a
It's a
door.
brown house. Who's ever heard of a
That's
brown
my
house?
door.
You're no good at design.
And then I have a fancy car in
Like
front
a
of the house,
gray
Muse.
door. Oh Jesus.
Yeah, so I have this. Let me get a green car. No, a blue car. There's no blue in here. Okay. Come on, give me the blue. A nice
boy.
blue car.
Wow, that's like electric blue.
Thank you. Fancy electric Tesla blue car. Look at it.
Yeah,
I'm awesome. And it needs wheels.
great.
Okay.
That's fantastic.
Oh, and of course, we draw birds in the sky like this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's me.
There we go. I made my masterpiece. Now I need to convince the world that it's a masterpiece. Simplistic. Who wrote this? So when you have an image, Ideogram will automatically give you,
With the green
you
ground.
know, a prompt. But let's say this is a professional photo of a house, of my house.
I
Uh,
see. He lives in the middle of like the Red Riding Hood woods.
profession. Thank you. Professional photo of my house in the countryside,
Sure.
you know, with
Yeah.
a tree
And my
and
Tesla.
birds flying over. Yes. Voila. In the front, my blue electric car.
Tesla. Just put Tesla. I want to see if it'll do.
No,
No,
just a blue
no.
electric car. Yeah, I'm gonna invent my own brand, so
Oh,
come on.
true. There's one
My
called
blue
Lucid.
electric car
Cool.
is, let's say it's driving. Voila. And let's click realistic, and
Yep.
let's put magic prompt on, and
I
let's
mean,
see where we
sometimes
go
you
from
need it,
there.
sometimes you don't. Sometimes magic prompt ruins everything. So sometimes I take it off. I let it just generate the first few images, and then whenever I got something
Okay.
that I want, oh, it did it. No, it still feels.
No, it didn't do realistic yet, but let's see.
Wait.
We have nice drawings, and I'm gonna pick this one,
Yeah.
and I'm
That's
gonna
cute.
remix it again. I did say professional photo. Yep, let's remix again.
Yeah, I'm
I already
surprised that
got.
it didn't do it.
It doesn't always do it from the get-go, because it just depends. I mean, I could put the slider lower as well, but
Oh,
like this.
that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a bit of give and take and trying stuff,
Yeah, you have
but
to try.
it gives you amazing images. Like, come on.
Yeah, I've done some crazy stuff on this that I mean, I was like, I can't even believe that the model understood what I was drawing. Like, seriously, like, I felt bad for the model.
I never understand what you're drawing either.
I know, I don't think anybody does. My stuff is a disaster. Oh,
Voila.
there it is. Oh my god, that red house
Yeah.
is so cute.
This one?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just have it.
So it gave me my house in the countryside. But this is just purely for demonstration purposes. I have my green grass, I have my blue sky, I have my house, I have my
I
electric
love
car,
red.
and I have my tree that I drew. So it's all there. You
And
reflect in the prompt what you drew in your picture. Now, of course, that's the thing. The more details you draw, I'm trying to go back one moment. The more details you draw, the more detailed you're drawing, of course, the better it's gonna do, getting a great looking image or a great looking photo. As you can tell um, from my amazing 5-year-old drawing, it went to this. So it did one or two steps in between, but the more detail you give it, I mean, the better the end result is going to be. But
yeah.
even if you're like me and you're like 5 years old, you're gonna get to where you want to be.
And
It does
remember, the
do the
the
trick.
slider is a big deal too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, you're correct.
Yeah.
The slider, um, the slider is a very big item here. Like I could have put it low from the get-go, but what I prefer to do is go through a few remixes and get something that remains closer to what I actually drew. It depends on what you're going for as well.
You mean that
Um,
it's not as close to what you actually drew because
Well, I mean, if you put the slider high,
uh-huh.
it will
Right.
always try to respect that, so it will stay close to what you drew originally. Like
Right.
if you're a great artist and you draw something and you want some kind of effect on it, or
No, but I'm
get
saying,
something
like,
extra
as
that
like, can you imagine? I mean, it was gonna be like a brown house. Like, look at that, look at that with a gray door. I bet you're thinking that if you put it like on 30 there, it might give you an actual realistic shot, like right from the beginning, and it's
are
gonna
you mocking
have
my
a
skills here?
I am, I am. What are you gonna do about it?
God,
Come at me,
nothing,
Bjorn.
nothing. You're a woman. You're right. I'm wrong.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
Eh.
so yeah, so that would have been terrible. Thank God that you remixed it a couple times. So then we actually got a beautiful red house, and red's my favorite color, so I just loved it. It was perfect. That car looks nothing like the car that you had. It should have at least done like a I don't know, like it did an SUV, but maybe you should have specified like a Prius or something. I don't know, like
Yeah,
maybe
of
like a
course.
sedan. A sedan would have been good, like a 4-door sedan.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna ask for the Tesla. Um,
Ah,
but
you could probably get one of those terrible Teslas. What are the ugly ones called? The
I
the
don't know.
boxy
Are
ones.
there ugly Teslas?
Yes, the boxy ones. What are they called? You guys know. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't know about any
Not
ugly
you,
Teslas.
but
Sorry.
the boxy ones. Here, let's see. Oh my god, the Cybertruck. Oh my god. I wonder if we can make a Cybertruck from a drawing. That would be so funny.
Oh my God, Phil is
Uh,
mocking me as well.
of
My
course he
God.
is.
He says you can tell he's now taking courses in graphic design.
Oh.
Huh. It will actually help me like when we start talking about typography and stuff, but like my actually drawing skills, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Thank you, Lash Alchemy. Yeah,
Let's
freaking
see.
Cybertruck. The master of the editor, yeah, he is the master of the editor. That's for sure.
I'm not master of anything.
He's the one
I
that
can do
taught me. He taught me how to edit. I didn't even
yeah,
know about this. I remember our first collaboration was like a weird bee with like speakers in a rave.
oh, I remember
You
that.
remember
Oh my
that? That's
God.
how you taught me the
Yeah.
editor.
That was yeah, that
That was
was
so funny.
interesting.
Yeah. What feature allows just regular editor? You have it right now. Hi, dead end? No problem. Yeah, okay guys, so we will be back next week. I think I'm gonna be starting to do it once every 2 weeks, but I'm not sure. We'll see what Emano
Hang
says.
on,
But
hang on. Emano, now that I have you, I want to say the beta test is still not working for me.
oh,
Just
oh,
because I have the opportunity to say so now. Oops, is he gone?
nope.
No,
I
where
thought
is
you
he?
had it. Just like you when you had the edits next to it, you had Canvas. You when you
No.
were sharing
So
your screen.
wait, let me share my screen.
Yeah, share your screen and then tell me how much you're selling your
You're
painting for.
painting.
That's not my painting. I just clicked a random something
No, no,
on.
I mean the input. I don't mean ideogram. Your own drawing. Okay,
you're
just
you're
click on the prompt box. Click on
Sorry,
the
click
prompt
on.
box. Prompt box.
Sorry.
Prompt box. Yes. And
Oh
then
yes.
yes,
I'm
click
so
there.
sorry. I'm so
Just click
sorry.
click there. Yeah, there you have it.
Okay. So, but I looked with Phil. I really didn't have it before. So
It's
please
okay.
forgive
But
me.
like, you wanna just paste an image, like
You want
paste
me
an
to do
image or
something?
paste some. I
Okay,
don't know
let's
if you
go.
wanna just
oh, we're gonna
explore
do.
it. Anyway, we
We're
can do
gonna
it.
show it off.
We'll show a demo on Thursday, hopefully. Hopefully for
Oh,
Thursday
okay, yeah, yeah. Cause
we'll show you. Okay.
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 All right. So it's good.
Okay.
All right,
Great.
guys.
So
So until the next
thanks to
time.
Ideogram, none of us need to learn how to paint or draw anymore.
Thank God, 'cause I suck.
We're all professionals here. Okay. Yeah,
Bye.
thanks, Phil.
Until next time. Peace out.
Thanks. Mm.